parts in. So like I've just been, last night we were making kits stuff. So I just, I've sunk a lot of money into this, man. This needs to come back.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and I think you're onto something awesome here. And I like the idea that you're expanding now to some more educational stuff to like complement and add even more value to the people that might already even consume it and might be ready to get some training from you. You know, I think that'll expand your lifetime value of the customer.
Oh, come on. You know, I'm tethered to my my laptop right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm tethered to my phone, and I'm just wondering if that's because technically I'm at work.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot that. Yes.
There we go. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can. Yeah,
okay,
no
So
problem.
let's go.
Yeah, open your copy obviously on like one tab, and then tab 3 your structure.
Okay, then, I mean, I don't know that it really matters anymore, that initial, like, flow. I mean, I can just quickly, you know, if you tell me where stuff has to go. All right, let me just see, because maybe that's, sorry, I'm a little all over the place.
There you are.
I don't even know which one's which anymore. Okay, this is the original.
Yeah.
Or one of the originals.
Yeah, even just having that.
Okay.
Yeah, just so we keep some of the stuff consistent, because I know that the more split tests and the more stuff that you do, of course, like if it's inconsistent, it's going to be hard to monitor, and then sometimes that's where the holes are because we just didn't track it properly since the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, let's start by creating a new campaign. And let's start at the very top of the funnel, conversions. Because right now what we want to do is we want to test. We want to test to see, you know, which of these angles, which of these stories, which of these ads and creative that you're going to be launching, which one works better, you know?
All right, let me go to because I had come up with my own way of like cataloging things that made sense to me.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah. Because I want to keep those guys good. Yeah, take your time.
Crap. It's been a while. I don't remember where I put stuff. That's not good.
I know sometimes it's like, it's not that we don't have the resources, that we don't know where they went.
Right.
The epitome of all entrepreneurs.
Yeah, right. It's like spreadsheet upon spreadsheet.
It's like, man, like I have like 200 like lead magnets from different people. I just never gone back to them.
I know, it's crazy. Oh, come on. I had like such a nice.
Yeah, you had a nice naming system. I think you could literally just search the drive if you remember like any keywords or anything.
I don't. Shit.
Even like campaign or something, you know, like ad set or something.
Good call.
Yeah, sweet.
Is this what I called it? No.
Maybe we can make a fresh one and we can even use that to.
Here it is.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so we're probably just going to do a whole new page.
Yeah.
So we're going to say November, go live, copy, start.
So first of all, before we even start putting stuff down, what would you say is the number one outcome of this next stage that you're about to launch? What's the main point of this?
This entire campaign?
Mm-hmm.
The whole, I mean, it's to move product. I mean, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, definitely. Like the sales is it's always our goal type of thing.
Yeah, I know.
But
So I realize it's a trick question, but
yeah,
that's
it
like,
is a trick question. Yeah. Let me put it this way. What would you say are like the top two like key performance indicators that we're looking at right now to kind of like, because essentially what we want to do is just find out what works best before we put in a lot of money, right? Before you really turn on the engines, like, put on the heat with big budgets on Facebook. We want to do this initial test just to figure out like what would you say those KPIs are?
I mean, I guess click-through rate, right? The cost per click,
Mm-hmm.
um, and the return on ad spend, although that's a little subjective. But this is the part where I always kind of stumbled because I didn't actually know which parts should be looked at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now, because all we want to find out is what is the best creative to use. That's what we want to
Okay.
do. And specifically when it comes to the whole long, medium, or short. We just want to see, we know it's the same angle that you're using, so there's consistency of message. We know that it's the same story even that you've put on all these different forums. The only thing that changes is the format, right? So it's like long format, medium format, short format. So our main goal is, yeah, like you said, like click-through rate and cost per click, and even cost per million, like the the 1,000 cost per. That's what we need to be looking at, so we know which ad, essentially, whether the medium, the short, or the long,
Right.
works better, and then we can focus on that to increase that, cut the losers in the next round, essentially, and then just scale the winners, and then play with headlines, play with different other factors. But essentially we just want to be testing one thing at a time, so we're not like all spread out. Right now what we want to test is what format works better and what creative works better. So those are the two KPIs, the click-through rate, so that we know. Yeah, if you want to even like write on the notes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, because I've got CPC and
Yeah, because right now, even though you might get sales, our main priority is not to like find the sales or like the ROI right away. Like our main priority is just to know essentially, what ads work best.
right. Okay, this actually might be able to use a lot of this because a lot of this is kind of generic. And then we got to change who we're targeting and whatnot. Okay, so this is for lead gen, right? And we can go, I guess I'll have to change this structure a little bit because we want to do long, short, and long, medium, and short, right? Although this is the top. This is, so we're talking top right now. So
let's start. So we can kind of put that. Awesome. Yeah, this sheet's really good because then we can just even put other columns and there's even write down the cost per click, click-through rate.
Right. Okay, so this is the Arduino Master, opt-in form, Mail 22 Plus. Actually, it shouldn't be core offer. This should be, I'm still going to call it the Arduino Master, just because.
Yeah, just for clarity. Yeah, that's cool.
Although, what? Now I have that twice. Hold on. Oh, this is what the creative was.
Yeah, let's do that. So,
well, I don't know what. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what to put there.
Okay, so let's just put long for, and then your angle. What like the headline or the angle that you use is just like something that will remind you quick, like it's this type of copy or that, like the Goonie box would be. So I would say something like long Goonie box or like medium Goonie box, short Goonie box. Like
but I'm confused then because then we've got 3 different ads. The first one is really just exclusively like my kid's story or learning story, right? And that's focused on the PDF. The other 2 are really focused on buy my stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so lead, learning issues, and then, well, it already says PDF. So that to me, I'll know which one that is.
Yeah. Furthermore, what I normally do too is
Mhm.
I add at the end if it's an image or a video, just so I know quick, so I don't have to go into like, you know,
Right, but that's
when
what I'm
there's
saying. Like, I
when
don't know what to use.
okay, okay. So for now, just leave like, yeah. For now, just leave it blank. Then okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that you were unclear on the actual creative on the
Yeah, I
top
did.
level. Okay,
Yep.
we'll go into it. Cool. Yeah, keep going for now.
Okay, this is the target audience. So actually, this should be the same.
Did you do any other changes when it comes to the main audience, the most profitable, closest audience that you've been wanting to target, or pretty much the last thing we did was that?
Oh man. I mean, I know which audiences respond the most, and it, like my seasoned pixel, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
started to get a little bit wonky at the end because I was getting, a mix of people that I didn't want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they, of course, Facebook's like, oh yeah, okay, that person, and it starts learning the wrong person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you still have some doubts between the interest driven audience versus the lookalike audience?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so then we might
I have
we
to
might
go just
want to
interest, right?
yeah, we might want to either split test that or just choose one for now, whatever you want to do. I guess depending on budget as well. I mean, we'll know in 3 days at $10 per ad set, which one, right? So yeah, up to you.
I'm almost positive it's just Arduino and Raspberry Pi because that's always what it is.
Yeah, like the purest type of
Yeah, I mean that is the purest. There's no question. I mean, I can mix it with all sorts of other stuff, but that's the purest.
okay. And there's still basically quite a bit of people that still haven't seen you or anything, right? Like this audience is big enough is what I'm saying.
I don't think so. No,
How big is it?
this is where things got
Yeah.
silly last time.
Yeah, let's look at that because I'd rather test because this is a much more fuller creative. So, in reality, it'll be better to test with a bigger seed audience.
I mean, actually, if we're going for leads, right, then we
Exactly.
can use one that worked the best is
And how big is your lookalike?
2.1.
2.1 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. We might want to. And how many fires did you have? How many purchases?
Well, that again, that's where Facebook gets wonky because they only show you the last 28 days. So if you look now, it's going to tell you like nothing.
But you can look at your total amount of
I don't.
fires.
I don't think so. We can take a look.
Like there's lifetime.
Pixel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had even called Facebook about this. Like, yeah, it only goes back 28 days. I'm like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah, there you go. So all available days. October 9th to November.
Right. So that's only going to show you. And this is only past 28. That's all it's going to show you.
Wait, I've seen there is a lifetime. Go up.
Yeah.
Go and view analytics.
Mm-hmm.
And is there on the last 28 days, is there a drop down?
Okay.
Can you do custom? can you go back as far as you can?
This is probably, if it did this, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's great, because then Facebook doesn't even know that it can do this. Because I asked.
Yeah, it's like I remember, like, because I was doing this stuff like a while back. And
okay, so then where is that then? Events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's look at our purchase events. Come on.
All right,
Why
hang
is
on.
it weird like that?
Because I'm tethering through my cell, maybe.
Okay.
There we go. Something went wrong. There's a giant shock. Shit. All right, hang on. I'm going to look on my work computer. Hang on. So that's probably, if that's the case, I might just have to switch over to this PC.
Go back to the overview.
I'm going to give you control real quick while I'm.
Oh, yeah, sure. Cool.
Okay.
There you go. 441.
Awesome. So I'm just shy of the 500 number to make a real.
Yeah. LLA. Let's go all into the lookalike.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Lookalike of people who purchased?
Or purchase, exactly. That's going to be your audience. That's the one you said. I think you're at 2.1, right? 1 million?
No, that was on the people who downloaded my PDF.
That's still cool because most actually here. Let's look at that.
Oh my God, how does Facebook not even know that they do this? That's aggravating.
They've done a lot of changes too, so I don't even know. Maybe this wasn't because like I remember this would look differently. That's what I remember because like they're updating it all the time. So sometimes it's just hard to like keep track. But yeah, it's like March 20 to November 6, 2 point. All right, 14.79%. Could we take a look at how big is the purchase lookalike versus the lead? Well, okay. Well, the lead is 2.1. How big is the other one?
I never really had much luck with it, but again, maybe this is, it's a matter of going back and retesting. Let me see.
Yeah, because above 400, like even above 350, like that's when Facebook starts like really optimizing for that, and then it's a lot easier to scale. Like it's enough. Like below 200, I usually tell people like no, like keep going with interest, keep going with what you have. But after you exceed the 250, 300, if it's been pretty steady with that, then it's good data that people can just keep expanding on.
Jeez, it's been so long. I think I kind of abandoned using lookalike of. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 2.2.
Okay, great.
Just make sure that this is.
Yeah, then I believe we should use that one. I think that's your best audience.
Wait, why is this lookalike purchased? Oh, that's what we got to look at real quick.
You can always create a new audience if you just want to start fresh.
Okay, purchased this one. Right, so past 180, which.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So as long as this is fine, then this is the one to use. I just never had much luck with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just never really produced.
Yeah, no, I mean, it should be a lot more optimized because back then when you were using it, how many purchases you might think you had? Maybe like half of what you had now. Do you think?
It's just so all over the place. I can't even.
I know that's why it's kind of tough to like, yeah. I would say probably split it with their best audience, your interest, the one that you're like sure, and then mix with this one. Or lead could be one audience. The purchase could be an audience, like lead lookalike, purchase lookalike, and your interest one. Like those three obviously are your best campaigns. So yeah, I think we can either. Yeah, let me ask you, what do you think should be tested first? Do you want to test creative first, or do you want to test audience first? So regardless, we got to do, those are two questions we have.
These are the things which I need your guidance on, because I have no idea.
Yeah, I would say let's test audience first.
Okay.
Let's test audience first, just then select for now. Select for now, like the one ad that you're, instead of doing long, medium, short, for now, we'll just pick medium. I think you said that was your best, the one you felt the most confident on. And we'll just test your most confident ads to the three audiences that you have.
Most confident ads to 3 audiences.
Mm-hmm.
I guess once we start fleshing this out, I'll have a better idea.
Yeah, we'll worry about which one, long, medium, short, and the other stuff after. But yeah, if we are not 100% sure of what audience we're going to be building.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's just better to do it this way.
Okay. All right, so you want to go back to actually building it out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh man, God, this changes so much. Holy crap.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Changes a lot.
Now, I was splitting out desktop from mobile, but maybe in the beginning we should just do both.
Yeah, I think we should just do both. Right now we're kind of starting like once you have new messaging, like everything changes, because the audience that might not have appealed to you before because it was the wrong message might be like, oh my God, like now I love it.
Right.
So that's why it's like I'd rather start a little bit broader, like a bigger seed audience, like etc. And then see, because yeah.
All right, I'm gonna close this. Close that. I'm just getting a little confused.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good we're doing it right now. That way we can kind of flush out all this, and it's so much easier to do it when someone's kind of watching over your shoulders.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, long form learning issues. That's what that shows. I got to go out and vote today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, man?
Everybody's always so divided, It doesn't matter who's going. Everybody's like, the country's divided. No, it's not.
It's only divided to the people that think it's divided.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Oh man.
All right, so we'll do this for lead, right? Why is this gray? Oh, last 7 days.
Yeah. It's weird that it shows gray though.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because even the other ones that haven't received activity.
In the right account, right? This is something screwed up.
Scroll down on the. Yeah, on the thing. Yeah.
What? And actually, this isn't right because some people did download it the past couple days.
Facebook. Yeah, are you in the Dr. Duino 9599? Like that's the account?
Yeah, it's definitely it.
It's definitely it.
You know what? We're gonna because I've seen it do stupid stuff like this before. We'll just I'm gonna kill it and then just come back in.
Yeah. Did you save on the other ones? Yeah, just make sure.
Yeah. What? That's ridiculous.
Put it for now. It should work. I think it's just like a glitch, but I think it's that, yeah. As long as it's letting you put, like, you only have one lead pixel, right? Like, you don't have multiple.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. So then it should work. Okay.
Okay, this is the lookalike.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to exclude people who have purchased, right?
Yes.
And people who have
downloaded.
Okay. I know my demographic is really male, so I'm not even going to bother.
Were you testing before the ages too? I don't know why I think that you told me there was like a little bit tighter gap.
It's definitely on the older side.
Okay, but we'll leave it general for now, like that.
Yeah, I think because now this is different than.
And it was for sure like no women, right? Like barely any women.
Less than 1%.
Yeah, sounds good. Do you want to maybe save the audience, give it a new name, just so we.
Oh, you mean do this here?
Yeah, just for organizing purposes.
And
whatever name might help you remember, just so it's kind of like at the top and you know which one it is, and especially with all the different glitches and stuff Facebook's been having, it's better to create some new stuff instead of like combining all with new,
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll edit that in a second. But so at this point we shouldn't cross this with anything else, right?
No, that's it, because you're using the lookalike. It's 2.1 million, and right now you're not really refining that as much yet.
I'm going to take off all this stuff, right?
Yeah, just all on feed. We just want to test like what audience is the most responding, because we just want to make sure now, especially after kind of like the whole wave of Facebook's wacky numbers all over the place, with the lawsuit and all that they went through a few months ago.
Okay. So the budget here.
So how much budget would you want to test? All right, here, let me ask you, what's the total budget you ideally want to spend for this first test?
I always get stuck on this because it's like I want data fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe $5 or $10 a day is fine.
Per ad set, like per ad set, per audience, basically, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would say 10. And if you could do 15, that like you said, like more data faster type of thing. But if not, then 10 will give us enough. Yeah.
And now for this one should be.
Yeah, let's just go for 1 day click. Straight up 1 day click. Yeah.
Because if they don't sign up for it, they don't sign up for it.
Yeah, exactly. And especially for this first test, we just want to go out there and find the lowest hanging fruit, essentially, that like appeals to that ad, because then we'll know, we're trying to keep everything simple, and our goal is just to find out like which audience converts better. Purchase lookalike, lead lookalike, or interest. Once we know that, then it's like, okay, awesome. Now concentrate everything on like this audience, Because I believe you'll also see a very significant difference. I think you'll be like, whoa, like this one's like way more amazing than like this one.
Okay.
So that should happen, I believe.
Okay, now what do we do here?
So in your creative, you've been using images and you'll be using some videos too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're testing the audience at this point, well, which is your best creative? A video or an image, like in the past?
Yeah, I did an analysis of that.
Okay. And just while you do, I'm just gonna take a quick
Yeah, sure.
be right back. Hello, back.
Okay. So this is, and this is where I get really confused because now this is not really relevant, right? Because this video is talking about debugging, right? And that's not really what this is.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
I just excuse the cheesy voice there. All right, hang on.
What do you say in the video? It's too faded.
That's that one.
I mean, honestly, the creative, all it really needs to do on this one is just attract them. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be like perfectly aligned with the message because we're not like building the whole thing yet. We just want to test essentially what audience works best. So like whichever creative that you think calls the most attention so that they stop and like read the ad, I think that should be it. And don't worry like about, because you could be showing just like whatever you want on that video. I don't think it.
Okay, if that's the case, wait, where did crap?
Yeah, it's just something for them to be like, whoa, oh, cool. Like, let me see. And then the people that are attracted to it and then resonate with the copy will download.
Yeah. So for the lead magnet stuff.
Yeah.
These two.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Well,
this is just a picture, and then this one's a video of me doing something. I don't remember what.
Do you want to test that out in this first round too, or you just want to pick one creative for now?
Let me just see. So this one actually speaks more to it.
Yeah, I like that because it kind of shows the different parts. It's kind of like boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
It's just very long, and this, but I do have the,
You know what? I like that it's a little bit long because then that way when you do retarget maybe people that watch 75% or more, then it's like it's not a 30-second video that probably more people watch. So it would tell of a higher level of interest.
okay, then,
So I think that one. I think you should go with that video. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I like that purple like picture. Obviously, it's like really, really attractive too. But yeah, I think the video is usually better than.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just creates more trust too. It's like, oh, okay, like he's like actually showing the pieces. Like it's not some like company in China that it's just
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes people are just silly like that.
Crap, I just don't know which one that is. I'll top a funnel short. Pretty sure that's it. I have to find out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So this, yeah. So this also talks about the downloading the Arduino Master stuff.
Oh man, that one shows your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, face will always like beat just like demo product.
Okay, so we'll go with that one, and then we're gonna go with the.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then I gotta change what it says, but okay. Do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we might do a couple of tweaks to that one just so it's good.
Oh, I gotta change the initial ad. The initial. Change the thumbnail. This one gets people to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, then Facebook gets cranky about.
We might need to just tweak the call to action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, let me get them over to the. It feels like it's been forever since I actually.
I know you're like, hello guys.
Yeah.
Get affiliate earnings.
Yeah, actually, I got a cool thing going on with that right now. It's another story, but I have a guy who is in the Arduino space that his stuff pulls in about 50,000 views a month.
Huh.
And we're going to kind of do a cross-promotional thing.
Hold on. I don't think you copied the...
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah. Made a mistake.
Oh, cool. So he's already got like a, decent sized audience and he's already making content about it too?
Oh, yeah. No, he has affiliate marketing and yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's like a solid. And has he offered it to his audience, like your starter kit?
Oh yeah, we've been working together for a couple of years and just
dope.
kind of restarting it up. So we're gonna work together a bit.
That's awesome. Yeah, because now that you have some of this like copy even more polished too, you can give people like swipe files. Like people always love that, like for affiliate people. Yeah, because now it's like, now I have in my hands like powerful copy. Now I just got to tweak a couple things here and there, like plug and play, and then people can like use it to promote themselves and get their commissions from you or whatever.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, yeah, let's just fix your call to action quickly. So
I changed it to download. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, no, that's good. I just meant the last part where you say, are you also looking to get started with Arduino?
Oh yeah.
Secret? Yeah, just that last part. Scroll up a bit. So I started using a board I designed called Dr. Arduino to teach them then instead with much better result. The secret, one thing at a time. The Dr. Arduino is pre-wired with common circuits so you can focus on coding first, then hardware with breadboards. I would add something there along the lines of like, just like that punchline of like, you see how easy it is, like you see how like fast you can do it, or how amazing, or just something that's like, yeah, like something to put it in their minds. Because you just said that Dr. Arduino is pre-wired with common circuits, so you can focus on coding first, then learn hardware with breadboard. Like, boom, like that's like the punchline. So be cool to put something there, and then instead of saying, are you also looking to get started with Arduino, I would transition to the call to action directly. Like, kind of like, I would make the question here. Yeah, this is how you fix it. Make the question, instead of, are you also looking to get started with Arduino, make it powerful. Make it like commanding, like, wow, like awe into what it is. Something like,
this is where I was having trouble, like spinning it now towards, okay, now go get my PDF. I've been talking about this, and it's all of a sudden it's like, yeah, go get my PDF. But
yeah, but you did the transition, I think, smoothly on that. The Dr. Arduino is pre-wired with common circuits, so you can focus on coding first, then learn hardware with breadboards. Okay, so I think that's like, boom, the transition, perfect. Now this next question is to kind of like make it in their minds, like clear. Something like, can you see how easy it's getting started with Arduino? Okay. If so, then download my 5 tips and tricks to get started now. Get the 15 pages, but hurry. We're for limited time, we're offering this for free. Yeah,
about that.
We'll change the scarcity in a bit too. Yeah, exactly. And I would even add like a, you know, that icon that's like 100. People, they use kind of like 100%. Like, use that there.
This where you get your emojis from?
Yeah, that's where I get them when I'm on the computer. Yeah.
Where? Here?
No, yeah, up there. Yeah. Yeah, there, or even at the beginning, like 100%. Can you see how much that are there? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, then download my 5 tips to getting started with Arduino now. Get 15 plus pages of Arduino Go. Yeah, I would say put the link there again. Then download my 5 tips and tricks to getting started with Arduino now.
Oh, yes.
Link. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's what that was like. Oh, where's the link?
Here?
Yeah, either down or right after the exclamation mark, whatever looks better to you. Yeah. And then, but hurry. Okay, let's just tweak that. For a limited time, we're offering this for free when it's normally, yeah, how can we say that in a little bit shorter, a little bit more punchy, kind of like, but hurry. Normally 19, but hurry, right now it's free, normally $19.99, or hurry, it's only for a limited time. I don't even know if you need to say the price necessarily, because I think a lot of people might be like, I don't think, you know, that's credible, like, for some people. Or do you think that people are like, man, like, I paid like $20 for that information?
Nah, I mean, honestly, me.
Okay.
I think it's horseshit.
Yeah. Okay. So then.
So what do you think about that?
Get it now for a second. No, just say something like, but hurry. It will only be a. I like the limited time, because like you're playing with both scarcity, right? You're saying like money that is gonna go back up or something on the time, but I think just do time. But hurry. Get it now before we take it down, or something like yeah. Yeah, maybe say, but hurry, it's limited time only. Get it now before we take it down.
All right.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
and I don't think you need capitals for the but hurry, because it's already really like hardcore
okay.
Scarcity. So yeah.
Good.
So I'll say, but hurry, it's only for a limited time, exclamation mark, and then on a new line, get it now before we'll take it down. And you can even add the link once again. Yeah, right there. Boom. Boom. Good. Yeah, that's good.
The headline.
Headline. I think you just keep it more in line with the headline. If it's have you always wanted to tinker with electronics but don't know where to start, something like get started with Arduino. Simple. Get started with electronics, or your gateway into electronics, or something like that.
Well, we don't want to say Dr. Duino, right? Because we're not trying to lead with that. We're trying to lead with
with the whole like this for people that are like, I've always wanted to tinker with electronics, but I didn't know where to start until now. Until now that this guy showed up in my timeline.
Okay, how about that? Get started with Arduino. Boring.
Yeah, I feel you need to put like a strong benefit in there, because like the benefit that you're putting on the headline is that you always wanted to think of electronics, but you didn't know where to start. So now you're kind of like solving that pain right away. So it'd be cool if we can kind of combine that. Something like now it's easy to get started with electronics. Something like that. Yeah. So something that just makes it feel like, oh, cool. Like electronics made simple type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Feel.
Okay, electronics.
It could even be like, discover how easy it is to get started with electronics, or something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
See how it looks.
Yeah, too, but it's like, I don't even want to look at it.
Discover how easy it's. Yeah, can we say it's? Yeah. Discover how easy it's to get started with electronics. Exclamation. Discover how easy it's to.
Yeah, it wants to be. It is.
Yeah, let's something there, but I think we're almost there. Discover
the world of electronics.
Yeah, discover how to get started with electronics. How about that?
Yeah, that's better.
Discover how to easily get started with electronics.
Okay.
You know what you could even put? You could even put at the beginning of the sentence, take out easy or easily from there, and just put at the beginning in parentheses something like beginners or for beginners or something like that, and then it's like discover how to get started with electronics. No, I would just say like just beginners. Discover how to get started with electronics. Yeah, exclamation mark. Yeah, I like that, because then like that's the benefit, right? It's like the whole angle. It's about, people that have been wanting to get started, that have tinkered with it, but it's like it's so complicated that they just abandon it, right? So there you come and you say, hey, this is for beginners, super easy to get started. I'm here to solve this problem with my PDF.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's solid. I like the copy. I like the call to action. I like the headline. I like the creative. Great. Let's now duplicate this.
Do we put anything here?
Let's see.
I'm gonna do on top lead magnet. Okay. Forget where that goes. Yeah, it's taking up too much.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that's good. Look, your Facebook pixel looks green there. No problem. Who knows?
Wait, where? You saw it?
At the bottom. Well, just your basic pixel that's like there, like installed.
Oh yeah.
Really good, yeah.
This is good to go, right?
Yeah, that's good to go. What's your thumbnail of the video?
This.
Can we make the thumbnail your like where your face shows?
Maybe. It's probably a little dark. Yeah, but then they're gonna yell at me for having words in the picture. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Is there one where you just because it would be
that, but it's a little scary.
I see. Actually, you can select image, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say make a custom one where you are like basically the same exact one, but that you're just holding it there with your face without the text, so that they don't flag you for it. Because I like the pose you have. You're like literally like holding it, like you're like telling them to do something, and then you're like looking at the camera. I think that's great. Now just get rid of like the text so that they don't flag you, but everything else looks good.
Okay, so I tell you what, I will make this.
Yeah, just make like a little custom one or whatever later.
Yeah, I'll do that later, and then we'll.
Yeah.
So I won't go live right now. We'll just do.
Yeah, just schedule it.
Close.
Which
okay.
I don't. They flag you for it last time because I don't know if it'll be that much text, or is it?
Yeah, because it's more than 20%.
25%, yeah. Okay.
Actually.
Yeah, the one that doesn't have the bottom one more to the right. Yeah. Oh, but you have then the click more. Okay, anyway, yeah, you just work on that thumbnail later. So good. But yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I like that. Well, so that's a solid ad. That's a solid ad. You like for sure it's gonna perform. Now we're just gonna see which audience is gonna perform to.
Okay, so now just click what? Because I.
Did you schedule it, or
I did? No, because I want to change this image, so I didn't do anything. If I hit confirm, it's gonna push it now.
Hold on. What's the one that just put it on draft? Go up. I think just get out of it. I think that's all you need to do. Just like go close.
Go back here.
I'm afraid it'll like. You know what? Just say review. And then we'll go back and like change that. Can you change the start date? No. Okay, so go back to the budget and schedule on the left side. Yeah. Bottom. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I'm just gonna do that just so it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I always like to schedule them for like AM time, like starting at like 5, 6 a.m., 3 a.m.
But we're gonna actually schedule this, or we're just gonna let it run?
Well, just for now, while it just kind of buys us time so you can
to fix it.
Fix that, yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you schedule it for like whatever time, and then, yep.
Yeah, and then we can just duplicate it, and I have to go back and fix a bunch of stuff, which is fine.
Perfect. Which audience do you predict will perform the best?
So now we're gonna test which one, which audience.
So right now, this one you did the lead, right? That's the one you grabbed.
Like no, this one I did the lookalike purchases.
Lookalike purchase. Okay, so then let's do lookalike lead, and then the interest one.
We're gonna duplicate this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Duplicate. And we're just gonna change.
I'm gonna change the audience.
And then do we bother with the retargeting? Like people who did not download, or do we just move on to the next step?
Yeah, for now, because we just want to test, like, again, like our objective right now is not even to like get leads. We just really want to take a look at the CPMs, the click-through rates, obviously the cost per clicks as well, just so we can figure out what's the best audience. Then once we have the best audience, then we can map out like how the retarget would look like and the other steps.
This thing is so big. sometimes.
Yeah,
Come
because
on.
what I would like to see is, you let's say turn once we flush this out and once you know what creative and what audience, I like to see like let's say 500 people come from the top of your funnel, and then those 500 they whichever percentage downloads the PDF, and then that percentage gets retargeted, and then whatever percentage buys, and then measure everything that like a $500 push or whatever. Once we figure out the creative and once we figure out the audience. So step one, figure out the audience, what we're doing right now. Step two, figure out the creative. Step three, crush it. put it all together to run, yeah, like from top to bottom.
Oh, in Draft that actually did it. This is
Nice.
so stupid how this thing works.
Yeah, sometimes it's so laggy.
What the hell? Where does it think that I am? This is so weird. It's looking in the wrong audience. It's looking in the wrong campaign.
Oh no, okay.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Okay, so that's the new one, right? That you created?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear, man.
Oh man. Facebook, I feel it's like the one person that tastes or what do you call it? That works on our patients the most, like not even our wives or like family. It's like Facebook just knows how to tick us off.
Okay, so this should be not look-alike. This should be the wait, I gotta just go in there and I can.
Yeah, I would say this could be also a lookalike, but not a purchase. This could be the lookalike of lead.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, because what were you converting, when you were running ad steady on your landing page? I think it was like
37%.
Yeah, that's decent. And of course we can, like, I believe that if once we find the right audience and kind of start running this stuff, I believe you'll also be able to increase conversions on that. You should be at like 40 something, 50 maybe. It just has to, like, I've seen that, like, the more specific you get with the audience, the better the message, the better the pain, like everything is like on point. Your relevance will be 10. Like I remember there was like a full out season where like my wife and I were running ads for her like cat store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, like the ad sets were performing amazing, and it was like 10 relevance.
Wow.
Like 50% converting on landing page, or like 51, 52. We're like, what the heck? Like, we're converting so high. And it's because, again, once you have like an amazing creative that people like, awesome headline, awesome call to action, like everything is consistent from, top to bottom. It's just people, yeah, like it's the right avatar, right? Like the right avatar, the right message, gonna get good conversions.
Okay, so we're good with this one, right? Actually, I just want to change the URL parameters.
Yeah. And I would say don't stop these ads or judge anything until like after 4 days.
Okay.
Because like at first it'll be like probably super wonky. It'll give you like great sale, and then it'll like dry. So yeah, it's like you're with a low budget, $10 obviously, and so yeah, just letting it run for a solid 4 days would be good.
Okay, so I'll publish these two. It's not going to go anywhere, but I have to come back in here and just do a lot of work, but that's fine.
Yeah, but okay. now you have it, set. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so now what?
Now the last one with the interest, like your other really good interest.
Oh, you want to do three tests on this one?
Well, only if you have doubts, about that one too. It seemed like you were kind of still like.
No, this one I know performs really well.
Okay.
That one I know performs incredibly well. So
do you think we need to test the interest audience or just roll with lookalikes?
We could go back and test the maker audience.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then.
And so we're not actually even going to touch any of the other parts of the funnel right now. We're just going to be setting up this one.
Correct. Yeah, because until we know what audience it is, it's a waste of money to like roll super hard with like trying to test like 3-4 things at once. Like,
gotcha.
Yeah, it just becomes a lot more painful, and there's more things that can go wrong. Like the wire and conquer method, man. One thing at a time.
Right. Exactly. I should listen to myself.
I know sometimes we just gotta drink our own Kool-Aid. I'm the same way. Sometimes like my work is like so messy, and my wife needs to come with me and be like, "You're telling your clients to do all this awesome structure, and you're like so up in the clouds here. Let me help you." And then she helps me like eat up my own cake. Yeah.
She sounds like she's a good balance.
She is a good balance. She God gave me a wife I did not deserve. I always tell her that. It's just wonderful. Yeah, because I would be always up in the clouds, philosophizing about tons of things in life and like amazing ideas and amazing stuff, but I wouldn't get his stuff done.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, and I think you're right. That is the curse of the entrepreneur.
Yeah.
All right, this I think I have to fix on my own because I have to go through this.
Cool. Yeah, it's 4:19 anyway, so yeah, we can be wrapping up regardless. But yeah, I think this is a really good start. Put it to run, then we'll know for sure which audience it is, and then from there we'll just go into stage 2, which is okay. What headline? Like, I believe you're solid on the stories, you're solid on the angle. I think now it's just gonna be a matter of like which creative and which headline. That will be stage 2 once we know the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good. Looking good.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, and then I guess for we'll probably have to do this for this month, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Just to be like flushed out and make sure you can kind of like go from there,
Yeah, to be able to do this on my own. Okay. All right. Yeah. Probably I won't, because as soon as I leave here, I'm going home to vote, and then I'm going out right after that. So probably by the weekend or so, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. And so you want to renew this November month, and we'll do another 4 sessions?
Yeah, I think so. And then, I mean, when would we start the first call then?
Yeah, then it would just be next week, because now we're kind of like a week delayed. So instead of like today would have been our first call technically, but because last time, you obviously were with some personal stuff. No. Like it honestly worked out good. Like sometimes things just work out,
Yeah.
It helped me as well. So, but yeah, basically next call would be our first call of the month.
All right. So maybe we can start on Friday, because that's when I'm home.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's do that. Recoup this week, and then that way we're kind of like in line still.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't really need to create any more ad copy or any more videos or anything, because that's what I thought I was going to have to do. And I'm like, holy shit, I don't even know what else to do.
Yeah, definitely not for now, because a lot of your creative just like communicates the message well about like what it is. Like, people are not really watching like basically you're not delivering the bulk of the message through your video. You're delivering the bulk of your message through your copy. Mm-hmm. And so the video or the image just becomes a like supportive element, as opposed to like if you were talking and you were telling them the message like to the camera, then your copy could be probably very short, and then you could just rant and talk on camera and show on camera and stuff like that. So that might be other split tests that we could definitely do. But for now, we just want to make sure we're solid on the copy, solid on the audience, solid on the angle or headline. And that's it. Like, after that, we can start getting fancy with like more creatives, more like, you on camera, off camera, retarget or whatever else. Right. But
gotcha.
Yeah, just one thing at a time.
One thing at a time. Okay. Very good. So cool. I'll talk to you then next week. I'll probably be in contact via, when it goes live, I'll be in contact with you via chat, just to see like, what you think about it.
Yeah, very curious. I think your purchase, your purchase lookalike, I think is going to do well. I think also Facebook might welcome you with some nice warm traffic, and to make sure you're like hooked into the Christmas season, because that's probably what they're trying to do. Just give people as much cool traffic and stuff as you can now, so that they spend big budgets on in December, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they
Yeah,
want people to drink the Kool-Aid.
exactly. But I think you got a very well-rounded ad now, and copy as a whole. I think you understood your avatar at a deeper level, and now
Sure.
it's just a matter of putting it all together. And yes, there will be some tweaks. Like I think you're expecting them. I'm expecting them. Some things where, oh man, like this one completely bomb, but it might just be like a headline fix, and then everything just
Right.
happens to flow, right? So be prepared for like a little bit of that, but basically you've done all the heavy lifting of the structure and the foundation and the overall message. Now it's a matter of like, how are you going to deliver it? Long format, short format, video, combination, both. Like that's more where we're at right now.
Right. Actually, sorry, but just
Yeah.
before you go, because this is more in the technical end, but what I just remembered was, so
Yeah.
that lookalike audience the one that we're using is based off of a lookalike audience of 180-day purchases. So it's past 3 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that going to be pretty weak?
Do you still have a 2.1 million seed when you open it in the ad set, or how big is it?
Well,
Let's see. Yeah, because I mean, as long as it's picking the audience,
yeah, see, this is where I get like confused with what the hell the thing really does under the covers.
Mhm.
God forbid they tell you. They don't want you to know what the thing does.
I know.
And I firmly believe that's because they don't know what it does.
I
I
think
think
that
this
it's
thing
changing so fast that sometimes they don't tell their reps.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, so this is the seed audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is as far back as I can go.
Yeah.
Is 180.
Yeah.
And then what we're using is a lookalike, is this one.
Right.
So is that gonna?
Yeah, no, I mean, it should be able to work. You have 441 fires on your pixel, and you're telling Facebook, hey, like with the data that you have, get me 1% lookalike in all the states from 23 to 65 plus, right?
But how is it going to do that? Because if I'm telling it, I get so confused.
I see where you're getting confused. Yeah, you're thinking, is Facebook really tracking the whole 441?
Yes.
If I only have 180 like days back, right?
Right.
And I think the answer is yes. Like it's looking at 180 for like your data, but it's still building your purchase pixel that has the 441. So it's still working with that data because you're essentially like optimizing, for that pixel.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
then it should be strong enough.
Let's just to make sure, go to the ad set of that audience and just open it up. Let me see if it says like.
Well, you won't see it now because.
Oh, it's like the whole loading still or whatever.
But I'll just delete this so we can see, because once you start excluding, then it gets cranky.
Right, it's a little wonky.
1.7.
1.7, interesting. Okay. Whoa.
They're not available. Ah, Facebook, how I love thee.
But that's gotta be a glitch, no? I mean, it said 1.7.
It'd say 1.7, and it should have been 2.1, but I said men only.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's
down.
Yeah. I think that should be it. Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing. Like, imagine if I stop running ads, right? And I wait 30 days more. Like, I wait the 180 days, and I'm like, hey, I want to go back to my business. Like, Facebook still's got to use whatever data I've acquired in the past, even though it's not in my 180 days.
All right.
So it really helps you, obviously, when you're like, okay, I only want the 30 days or the 60 days or 90 days when you're trying to only harvest from that specific data. But when it doesn't find the data, like, you still got to use the general data that it has stored on the pixel. So as long as it's respecting that, it should be fine.
I mean, how else would you set up this pixel lookalike based on the purchases? I mean, this
Here,
would be it, right?
yeah, like try doing something for me quickly.
Yeah. Well, you have control, so you can.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. So let me see. I'll do. Yeah.
But you're all right. Never mind. It's fine.
Just wanna just make sure that like it gives me the same numbers. Oh crap.
I'm sure that it won't. Well, all it's going to tell you is that less than 1,000, which is so frustrating.
Where did it go?
Can you close the top right windows?
Yeah.
Because then it'll show it in blue as far as like it's populating availability.
Purchase, Dr. Duino.
Yeah, it should be at alphabetized.
Purchase.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? I just want to select it, and I want to go into actions and say create lookalike. I just want to see if it gives me like, yeah, it's 2.1 or like 1.7 or whatever, just to make sure that it is like getting the data. And then yeah, just US here. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, should be. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm basically redoing the same thing we just did, but yeah, I think it's the same thing. Mm. Oh,
Yeah, it's because I've
you
already
have the
created
same.
it. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's the way. I mean, I don't really think there's anything else to do. Yeah, you should have the right audience, and I think that's the one that's gonna perform best. The 1.7 million. Yeah, it's big enough, to test this. How big is the other audience? The one with that's harvesting the lead.
should be 2 point something.
Yeah, a little bit beefier, right? Because there's more data.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's a pretty nice split test. We'll see if your lead fires are cleaner than your purchase, or the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'll fix up those few things and let's see where we go.
Yeah. I think once you have the headline or the
picture.
The thumbnail, it should be so much easier also for people to kind of stop because it's a face of a person.
Right. Okay. Cool,
man.
Very good.
All right, Widow. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon.
And yeah, send me the PayPal transfer for Friday.
Yep, you got it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Catch you later. Bye.